Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel everybody. It's another Rumours Round Leeds video. I know I said I wasn't going to do these anymore, but like I've said in other videos, some rumours have just piqued my interest over the last few days, which I wanted to speak about in this video. But first of all, obviously stay tuned for that, but remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you're new around the channel or you like the video. Would be much appreciated. Trying to hit 1,000 subs before the season starts. Only a few weeks to go. Can we get that couple of hundred to get me to 1,000? Let's wait and see. Only you are able to do that for me. So anyway, let's get to the rumours then. Well, let's get to a bit of confirmed news first and foremost. Now, we spoke about Jamie Shackleton in a video a few weeks ago, saying that he was imminently going to go to the Championship. He has now gone to the Championship. Millwall is his destination. Same as Charlie Cresswell, he will link up with his Leeds United teammate in London for Gary Rowett's side. Decent side of Millwall. Always pushing towards the playoffs, aren't they? But always seem to just fall short. Can bolstering their defence with Charlie Cresswell and Jamie Shackleton help them in their pursuit for a playoff probably place? Is probably what they're going to go after, isn't it? Can they help them? Jamie Shackleton has signed today for a season-long loan at the Den with Millwall, and also, which is something that I find a little bit funny that the club haven't actually confirmed yet. Sonny Perkins, that was reported by Fabrizio Romano on Sunday, I think, that he was very close to signing for Leeds. It seems like he has now signed for Leeds. There hasn't really been anything from the club so far yet, but I have seen pictures of him posing with a Leeds United training shirt on, with a pen in his hands. So I think he's signed, although no official announcement has been made yet. Obviously, a little bit of a mess, isn't it? That he obviously left West Ham. I think West Ham have said that potentially Leeds United have tapped him up. So there's a little bit more to this one, but he will be joining the under 21 side initially, I think. But Sonny Perkins, I don't think will have come unless promises would have been made that he will be involved in the first team picture, in and around the first team, much like Darko Gyabi. I feel like possibly Sonny Perkins will be there or thereabouts. Rotation, very much a rotation player in the system, but let's wait and see. Very, very highly rated by West Ham. They were very disappointed that he chose to terminate his contract, really. But any West Ham fans, what can we expect from Perkins? Will he be involved in the first team? Only 18, of course, but they start very young nowadays, don't they, football players, and burst into the teams very, very young. So let's wait and see what happens with Sonny Perkins as well, it needs to be confirmed by the club first, doesn't it? But let's wait and see how he progresses. Anyway, let's go straight on to these rumours that I want to talk about then, and let me know in the comments there if you've heard any yourself that you'd like to share with me. There's loads of them about, but slowed down recently, but there's still one or two about, and yeah, there's a couple here obviously that I want to speak about. You know the guys that are on the screen there. Well, let's get to the first one. Obviously, they're both in France. Well, French based and both French players. And let's get to it then. So we've got first and foremost Larin Kazara, the left back. Now, we are after a left back, of course. We are Junior Firpo's out injured for 8 weeks. He will miss the first few months of the season and probably more and more as the season goes on. He's very injury prone, isn't he? And we are looking after out for a new one. A lot of people want Charlie Taylor. I don't know why, but a lot of people are after Charlie Taylor coming back to Ellen Road. Let me know if you would like to see him back. Personally, I wouldn't. But this lad, French international, 13 caps for France, and from PSG, of course. PSG want to get rid of him. He's just signed for a new agency, got a new agent, so they're looking to move him on and move him out of France. He isn't even allowed to park in the main car park in the training ground anymore in Paris, so he's looking for a way out. According to reports in France, Leeds and Everton have both been offered the opportunity to take this fella on, and let's see if they do. He's a 29-year-old, won plenty and played plenty of games. He's very experienced at that age. Played across, played for Monaco, close to 100 games for them. Then he went to PSG, sorry, in 2015, and he's played plenty for them as well. Not played for over a year, which is a little bit of a sticking point for many fans by the look of it. But no doubt this guy is quality. Played, like I said, full French caps. You don't play for PSG for 7 years without being half decent. Obviously, they want to move him on now, and he's not been involved in their Japanese tour, which one of our other targets, of course, has. Kalimuendo. They all gone a bit quiet on him. Apparently, the new manager, of course, wants to see what Kalimuendo is about and has, included him in the Japanese tour. So let's wait and see if if that anything progresses in that department. But it looks like Kalimuendo wants to stay in Paris. It looks like this fella is wanting to, well, they're wanting to move him on. So let's wait and see. Let me know in the comments, would you like to see this fella in the door? Back up, maybe he'll play, maybe he'll take over from Firpo at the left back spot. It's a position we definitely need to strengthen in, because for me, Leif Davis is not very good. He is very bad. Anyway, on to the other fella on the right hand side of that photo on the screen. It is Martin Terrier. Now, people have joked, haven't they, about the Yorkshire Terrier, but coming in. Very, very good player, this fella. Had a brilliant season at Rennes. 21 goals he scored. He can play either on the left or as a second striker, so he might fit Jesse Marsh's system as a second striker in a 4-2-2-2 formation, perhaps alongside, say, Patrick Bamford. Would be decent. He played 5 positions in all over the course of last season, all across the front really, including the cam position as well. But you can see there nearly the same amount of games he's played at centre forward than he did on the left wing, but predominantly is a left winger. Obviously, this one for me, they wanting £34 million. Rennes for Terrier's signature. Obviously, we have pretty good relations with Rennes. Obviously, we bought Rafina from them in 2020, so yeah, perhaps Victor Orta can work his magic and get Terrier on, but it's going to cost us. L'Equipe again reporting this. It was on over the weekend, wasn't it? It emerged that both us and West Ham are after Terrier's signature. Looks like, I said, very, very good player. Had a brilliant season in France for Rennes. Can he replicate it if he does come to the Premier League? Let's wait and see, but they do want a heavy amount. Obviously, we can afford it. We've got money from Rafina. He played with Rafina for a short time, did Terrier, in the Rennes side. And it looks like perhaps Mr. Wilson might have to go down to Gravely's and get some fish and chips ready if this one is to go through. But let me know in the comments there, would you like to see Terrier in, it would solve the striker problem, wouldn't it? Definitely solve the striking situation, and of course a left winger as well. And people are saying perhaps if Harrison goes, obviously we need to replace him. It's gone a little bit quiet on that front as well. It's all been a bit quiet, hasn't it, recently? So let's just wait and see what happens. But obviously the days are ticking past, and we are playing Wolverhampton Wanderers 2 weeks on Saturday. So yeah, I think Leeds need to get a move on now and hone in on those targets. Let me know what you think of those two fellas I've spoke about in this video, and also let me know what you think about generally what do the team need in your opinion. Do you think we we need any more than two more in? Let me know in the comments there. And also comment in, how have you coped with the heat today? It's been very, very hot, hasn't it, around England? So let me know what you were up to in this hot weather. It'll be interesting to hear how people coped with it all. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. I'll be back with news as and when it happens. Thank you very much. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.